Today we are here with the fantastic Ali James.
What's
Ali,
up?
how are you?
I'm good, Sarah. How are you?
Very well, thank you. So, Ali, who are you? Where are you from?
Who am I? I'm just a boy from Brizzy that loves techno and dance music.
That's so awesome. So, how did you get into techno? How did you get into dance music?
Believe it or not, I hadn't been to a music festival until I was 23 years old. So like 2022. Never been to one. I got dragged along with some mates to, there's one on the Gold Coast called Grass is Greener. I think it was a one-off, but kind of just fell in love with that. No more clubbing, festivals only, and just kept going to them. Just kind of fell in love with the music. And while we were there, me and one of my best mates, you might meet him tonight actually, his DJ name's Double Drop.
Okay.
He started learning to DJ around that time, and I thought I'd jump on board with it, and that made, I guess we kind of did it as a duo, and the rabbit hole got deeper and deeper from my house music. Everyone loves Dom Dollar, so that's where we started. Down that rabbit hole into harder music. So then we did a Euro trip for like 6 weeks, Amsterdam, Belgium, did Tomorrowland and all the rest, and that kind of started it for me. So fell in love with the music after that.
Wow, that's awesome. So, did you learn to DJ with Double Drop, or was it kind of on your own?
Yeah, it was like he started it first, and I thought, fuck it, I'll get some decks too. We'll learn together, and just kind of went from there. And then out of like that, our event, the Garage Sesh, was kind of born. So
Wow, so is Garage Sesh your own event?
I can't take all the credit. The boys work really hard on it, but I'm one of 5.
Wow,
Doing these
okay.
events more regularly now, and they're kind of growing. So it's kind of been good to grow with that at the same time as my own music. So yeah.
Yeah, it really feels like you guys are kind of at the center of the Brisbane sort of hardstyle and techno scene at the moment. You know, when I initially found your Instagram account, I was amazed at how many friends of mine were following it. I was like, oh my goodness. Like,
Brisbane's a small place, so I'm not surprised, but thankfully it's been going well. So, but we put a lot of hours in.
you guys are part of the Brisbane Garage Sesh. You've got a show tonight. How are you feeling?
I'm really keen. I'm actually doing a back-to-back with one of my best mates and also one of Melbourne's biggest stars, Baxter. She's just over there. We have very similar styles, been mates for a while, and be a fun back-to-back. So.
Wow, that's awesome. Most definitely, I'm very excited. So, do you have a pre-show ritual or process that you like to do before you get on stage? Your stage presence is incredible. Like, I'm amazed.
Thanks. I wish I could say I do. Honestly, it's always a mad rush. It's like planning a set, exporting it from Rekordbox, which is DJ software, to your USB, get to the venue. Then we get here, we've got to set everything up, talk to everyone, and like time's gone by the time I get on stage. So not really. It's just always a mad rush. But I can't wait to get up there. That's kind of like my piece, is actually being up there and playing.
So obviously you have such a fantastic stage presence, but do you actually love to perform? Like, or do you kind of black out on stage and then all the adrenaline, and then you get off and you're like, what just happened?
I would say it's a bit of a mix. I wouldn't say it's a blackout, but there's definitely a lot of adrenaline, but it's more so, it's more excitement, to be honest. Like, I love being up there and being able to, I guess, bring emotion out of people with the music that I play. So that's the most rewarding thing. And I would say excitement more than blacking out per se, if that makes sense.
So you said tonight that you're doing a back-to-back with Baxter. Who are your music inspirations?
That is a great question. There's so many, because a lot of them don't come from techno or even electronic music, but we'll keep it simple. For the techno music scene, I would have to say Azir. He's a massive DJ from the UK, Teletech poster boy, and someone I've been working with a bit more closely. He's like one of my idols. So I would say Azir definitely, and I Hate Models as well.
Of course.
I'd have to put those two right at the top, for sure.
Most definitely. Well, on the topic of Azir and I Hate Models, I've seen some clips of them playing your songs around the world, and people are going insane. Have you had the chance to talk to either of them? I mean, you just said that you've been working a bit more closely with I Hate Models. Tell me about that.
Not I Hate Models, actually Azir.
Oh, Azir.
I Hate Models would be unreal. That's like a dream to meet him and maybe even collab one day. that's kind of where this whole producing thing started for me. Was we went to the first Teletech festival in Sydney, April last year, and I made a TikTok which, by some miracle, went viral. It was just of an edit of Kanye West Carnival, and I got like, it's in the hundreds of thousands of views. I haven't checked for a while. But
Oh my God.
Azir saw it, asked me to send it to him, and that same night he played it. And then that kind of went viral, and that's where it started.
So you said that it was a dream to collab with I Hate Models. Is there
Honestly,
anyone else?
Either of those two. I Hate Models is a bit of a pipe dream because he's like a superstar. So is Azir, but he seems to like my music, and I can't say too much just yet. But something exciting is coming with a release in the next few months. So I'll keep it at that because I don't know if I'm allowed to say anything yet. But something's coming soon, and you might get a taste of it tonight. Those of you that are watching. So.
All right, you guys heard it here first. A very cryptic message from Ali James. We're not sure what's going on with that, but I wouldn't say that I Hate Models is a pipe dream for you at all. I mean, like, the reaction from people, especially in those big clubs overseas, is literally mental. Even here, like the clips from Garage Sesh, people are losing their minds. They're going off. Like, that's what I was saying about your stage presence. It's really, really impressive. Like, where do you get that from? Are you extroverted normally in your personal life?
Honestly, I find I would say so. I kind of have to be, and I do like my alone time though. So just like all of us, we're a little bit introverted sometimes, but I think I would say I am.
So, on the topic of new music, you have just dropped a new single. It's called Fucking Bass.
It is.
Tell me about that. What is the lyrics? Here comes the fucking bass mean to you?
I think anyone that's seen a video of myself or Azir or Nico Moreno actually has played it at Teletech Festival recently. But anyone that's seen a video, I would say it's my best work yet. I put a lot of time into making the kicks hit really hard, and it's a real bass heavy track. So even the leads on the first drop, they're kind of, all my techno producers out there will know what I'm talking about. But you got screeches, which are really popular these days with producing techno, and I kind of incorporated bass music leads into that and turned it into a techno screech. So I found the vocal and it just fit well with the idea, and it hits pretty hard live. So that's kind of where it comes from.
Yeah, definitely. Is that a sample or an original vocal?
That is a sample. I haven't used original vocals yet. I'm planning on trying that out probably sometime soon. Just need to think of lyrics. That's always the hardest part. Writing music is different. Like, it's easy to produce versus like writing lyrics. That makes sense, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's one thing to be a producer, it's another to be a songwriter, I think. But I think that, you know, you don't need to be a songwriter when you're already a great techno producer. Speaking of, what is your writing process? What software do you use to create music?
I actually use FL Studio, which in the beginning I thought I was like the odd one out because everyone's always raving about Ableton. It's always Ableton this, Ableton that. Like Dom Dollar uses it, Fred again uses it. But the more I've produced and the more I've worked with other artists in the techno scene, realized FL Studio is pretty common, and I don't think I'd change it at the moment. It's working well for me. I got it free from my younger brother, who used to produce like hip hop beats.
Yeah.
For rappers, which is crazy. And,
Any rappers that we would know?
Probably not.
Oh.
Talented, so talented, but I kind of stole his license and just went from there.
What is your writing process when you sit down to make a track? Well, yeah. Do you just tinker around in there, or do you go in with an idea of what you want to do?
I'll actually show you something. So,
all right, let's see it.
What I do is I get like a million ideas a day. It's probably the ADHD, but if you can see all these recordings, I have like a million recordings. I'm not going to play any of these because it's me just saying weird shit, but all these ideas, some of them turn into tracks and some of them are good, so some of them are shit, most of them are shit, but that's how it starts. I'll have an idea, I have to get it down, otherwise I'll forget, and then I'll sit down, start fucking with it and see what happens. Usually it's a melody or it's like a phrase, usually I start with.
Right, I see. And you said, I mean, we can see you have a million different ideas in your
maybe like 10% of them are good, but hopefully that's enough.
Of course. I feel
far,
like
so good.
with every musician that I talk to, they always say, oh, 99% of the songs that I write are rubbish, but it's just that 1% that matters that's really good. So I think that's awesome.
I would tend to agree with that.
Definitely. Are you a song? I mean, we saw all of those recordings in there. Are you like a song a day kind of person, like just churning out song after song, or do you like to spend time working on a track until it's perfect?
I wish I could be a song a day kind of person, but they're also varied. Sometimes like an idea will take a week. Sometimes I've spent 3 months on a track before, and it's hard to know. Like as you get better, you can do the production side quicker. Like you can get faster at making a track, but getting something together that actually is good is a different story. So it could be 2 days, it could be a week, it could be 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It varies, yeah.
And do you have anyone that you like to work with on your songs, or is it really just you?
I've collabed with a few artists, and there's a guy called Lex Ledo. He's a really talented Dutch producer. So that was actually the first one that kind of got some big play from I Hate Models. So we collabed on that, released it, I Hate Models downloaded it and started playing it, which was cool. We have another one coming out in, I would say, the coming month or two. It's a lot more bouncy. So not as hard as what we'd normally make, which I'm kind of excited for. It's good to change it up, I think. And there's a few other collabs with up-and-coming artists as well. So,
sure. On the topic of changing things up, this is a bit of a rogue question. If you had to change genres today and you could never make techno again, what music would you make?
Like if it's producing, I'll go back to house music, I think. I've always loved house music. Like in the car, I don't listen to techno all the time. Believe it or not, it's usually Dom Dollar, has to be, Chris Lake, and I love John Summit. Can't lie. 3 of my biggest inspirations just for music in general, so definitely, yeah.
So house music, if it wasn't electronic at all, like you had to pick up an instrument, what would you do?
Well, not many people would know this about me because it's not like something I post about, but I've played guitar since I was 8, and it's still like a big passion of mine. That's where the whole music thing started. So my parents bought me a guitar when I was 8 years old, and I have not put it down since then. I still play it like regularly. I just don't put anything out there about it.
That's so interesting. So would you ever like write for guitar?
I have tried before, but it was pretty shit if I'm being honest. So I think like the music was always there, but it came a lot more naturally with the production side and then just DJing and techno in general. That is much more, it's way more rewarding, it's more fun for me. And I think it just flows.
So you said that your parents bought you your first guitar when you were 8. Are they supportive? What does your family and friends think of your techno career?
They are at the start. Like any sensible, educated parents, they were a bit skeptical. But in saying that, I never quit my day job. I still haven't. That's kind of kept them happy. And then at the start, they were like, what the fuck do you mean? You're going to be a DJ? Are you serious? Like, what did you study for? But as things have started happening, I show them, and I think they kind of get it now. They've been supportive, which is good.
Do they like your music?
They can appreciate it, but my grandmother's exact words, she said it sounds like I put bricks in a washing machine.
Yikes.
Respect.
Okay. Techno's not for everyone. It's not. That's okay. I think if you keep playing it at the family Christmas, they'll get it.
My brothers get around it.
Oh, really?
I've got a baby brother, Theo. He just turned, he's 1.5. So I think he's turning 2 soon, but he loves to sit with me. When I used to be at home and produce there, he would sit on my lap and just like bop.
That's so cute. Well, hopefully he'll grow up to be like a techno prodigy. Like he'll watch you on FL and like,
Maybe.
Yeah, the first time his hands touch a keyboard, it'll just be like magic.
He does love music.
So you said that your parents asked you what were you studying for. What did you study? What is your day job?
My day job, I work in construction, like project cost planning and management. So that's like, it's a bit of a left field. It's a bit of a curveball, but I've done that since I finished high school. I did a trade and then got straight into that, and then did a bit of study afterwards. But yeah, that keeps me busy during the week. Keeps my parents happy.
Got to keep the parents happy.
You have to pay the bills, and sadly DJing and making music it's not there yet, but hopefully soon.
Well, definitely, hopefully soon. So obviously the epicenter of techno around the world is Europe. I mean, like
absolutely.
Rotterdam, Amsterdam, Berlin especially.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you have any plans to maybe do a tour or even move over anytime soon?
I've thought about it. I have Polish heritage and hopefully a citizenship soon. So that would make life easier, but probably not at any time in the next few months, but I would love to get over there. Planning on going in October actually, so maybe a few shows. Whether there's a tour or not, I don't know if it's quite there yet, but there's a lot of releases I've got planned this year, and hopefully as that kind of builds up, maybe there's a tour, maybe not, we'll see.
That's so exciting.
At least a few shows.
All right, at least a few shows overseas, hopefully. So, speaking of new releases, this new trap track, Fucking Bass, is this a sign of something more? Should we expect a longer body of work anytime soon?
It's funny you asked that because that's what's taken up 90% of my time is putting something together. Like obviously I've done a lot of singles, a lot of edits and remixes, but I really wanted to get a 3 or 4 track EP together. And luckily with some of these releases, like Fucking Bass, getting the response it's had, got the attention of one of my dream record labels. So I've been head down, arse up, making an EP for them. So there'll be 3 or 4 tracks, depending which ones they like. I won't say who yet until it's signed and dotted, but it's my all-time dream record label. So that'll be hopefully July, August.
That is so exciting.
Almost the plan, so fingers crossed.
Oh my goodness. Well, that is so crazy. So I've got a few rapid fire questions for you.
Let's go.
First of all, what are your top tips for raving?
Be safe. Don't do too many drugs. Wear ear protection. You need to protect your ears, I'm telling you guys. Even especially as a DJ, like if you don't, it gets fucking loud up there. Like anyone that's been up the front would know that. So protect your ears, be safe. Don't do too many drugs.
Don't do drugs, guys.
Don't do drugs at all.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs at all.
Exactly. Come on.
Number 1 tip.
This is a bad advice from my audience. Do you protect your own ears? Do you practice what you preach?
I was bad with that. Up until recently. Like, they're not on me now, but I've got pretty good ones. Got like little custom made earplugs, so hopefully that keeps my ears safe for the long term.
You mentioned that you don't listen to techno in the car. So what are... Sometimes. So what...
Not all the time. There's exceptions.
Okay, so what are your other sort of favorite genres? Do you have any really rogue artists that you love that we wouldn't expect?
I do actually, and this always shocks people that don't know me. So when I started playing guitar, there was 3 actually, that were like the only thing I would play. John Mayer, number 1. Believe it or not, it's so different, but yeah, John Mayer.
The Swifties in the chat, they have left the chat actually, but continue.
Definitely have. Sorry, Swifties. Not sorry. John Mayer, Ed Sheeran actually was a huge musical inspiration for me.
Wow, okay.
Shit, you know, there will be no Ed Sheeran remixes, don't worry.
What?
Sheeran
What's your
techno
favorite?
remix.
Really? Oh, you've tried? You would know?
I may have tried.
Ooh.
That's not seeing the light of day though.
What do you mean? I think you should play that one tonight actually. Maybe I have models will pick it up. You never know.
Leave.
Yeah. Or what? We'll be here. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll do it for you guys.
Thanks so much. So what's your favorite Ed Sheeran album actually?
I'm gonna have to say that's really hard because they're all so good, but probably Divide.
Yeah, okay, Divide's a bass dancer, I think. That's real. I also feel like Plus is pretty... Is it Plus? Oh, I don't know, Edition?
Plus Edition, the same shit. The orange one, right?
Yeah, the orange one.
Yeah. That would be a close second.
Yeah, the A-Team, I used to cry to that when I was like 7. That was...
Didn't we all?
Oh,
One more, The Weeknd.
The Weeknd. What's your favorite Weeknd song?
Honestly, I just listened to one from his new album called Timeless with Playboy... Is it Playboy Cardi?
It is Playboy Cardi.
That's got to be it right now. I haven't... It's like been on repeat.
Wow, have you listened to the new Cardi album yet?
I've not. I don't really listen to... Unless it's Travis Scott, I don't listen to like R&B, hip-hop or rap anymore. But Travis Scott, The Weeknd, fuck with him.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Well, Ali James, thank you so much for talking to me tonight. I'm really looking forward to what you do next and your future releases. It seems like it's going to be a really big year for you.
I'm excited too. Fingers crossed. There's a lot coming, so fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Thank you so much, guys.
Ciao.